All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the lodge. My name's Will DeFries. To my right, David Ruff.
Was there like a gaffe where the president called Tim Cook Tim Apple a while back?
That sounds familiar.
Tim Apple's trending, and I was like, who the fuck's Tim Apple? And then the idea of calling him Tim Apple is just hilarious.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this rings a bell.
But
sure.
it's unfair because like there is Michael Dell. Tim Apple's not that crazy.
He should just change his name to Tim Apple.
Tim Apple is arguably a better name. Although Tim Cook, it's Tim Cook, right?
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, dude, just let Tim cook. Just let him cook, dude.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Dylan Shivery. How you doing?
I'm here, too. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm doing pretty good.
Sick.
Yeah, glad to be here, man. It's going to be a good week of content, I think. The year is wrapping up,
Is
folks.
Did you see it's podcast week?
Is it podcast week
Hold
again?
on, let me check my calendar real quick.
No, it is. I'm confirming.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. I have it right here.
That's crazy.
Finally, man. It finally got here. We're waiting for it.
It couldn't come soon enough.
Like I said, it's going to be a good week of content.
I'm excited. There's a lot of these companies out there that are just really mailing it in these days. They're like, you know what? It's the holiday season. We don't really need to worry about us. Not us.
Not us, man.
No, dude. We're here. We out here balling.
We out here.
We'll be going live on Christmas.
We will?
Nah.
Are we not doing that? We shouldn't do. We got to take the day off.
Should we all sleep in like the same place on Christmas and like wake
Yeah.
up and like do
Build a
presents
fort.
and stuff?
Aw.
Fort and Dylan's
Let's
living room.
go. Let's go. I put lights up yesterday.
Really? Like outside lights?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Well, full disclosure, I had someone else do it, but it went well.
Okay, that's very different.
Okay, you literally said I put lights up.
Can I ask what you paid?
Randy, run the tape.
What'd you pay, brother?
I paid between $5 and $200.
Because
Somewhere in there.
my guy who's done it the last 3 years is exceptionally cheap compared to some of the people who quoted me at like $1,100.
What?
Dude, when I was calling
I didn't
around,
pay
now
me
granted,
that
I called I called in December, so I was a little bit late, and they wanted me. I got like $900, $1,100. They were just gouging.
So I went to Home Depot to purchase the lights, and I posted the story. You can see it at dshivery. I keep thinking about this reindeer that I did not end up purchasing, but it is 10 feet tall
Why didn't you purchase this?
because it's $200 basically.
Oh.
And that's a lot of money for something that sits in your yard for,
A month out of the
3
year?
or 4 weeks out of the year. But it is dope and it is massive, and I don't have a big front yard, so
Does
it would
it
take up.
have
all
lights on it? The reindeer?
No, but it's inflatable. Yeah,
Oh, it's an inflatable reindeer.
it's inflatable, and it is massive. I mean, it's 10 feet tall, Dave,
yeah.
and probably 10 feet wide as well. It's a big boy, and I keep thinking about it so much that I'll be surprised if I don't go back and buy it
I won't be surprised, but I'll be disappointed.
if I don't get it, or
Nope.
if I do get it.
The former.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's so dope.
So Sally's mom was at our apartment this morning, and she had not been over to our apartment since we decorated for Christmas. She looked at our tree, and all she said to me was, "It's higher than what Dylan rated it." I said, "Yes, thank you,
Oh man,
thank you."
No one that likes my ratings. No one. Everyone
You know,
hates-
you had an absolute thick boy on your timeline this weekend that deserved the rating that it got.
Oh, the 9.4.
Yes, that was
folks,
one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Folks, that's a Christmas tree.
I almost acted up.
I almost gave it a higher score.
Yeah.
But you got to leave room for improvement. Got to. Or you can't give someone a 10. That
I don't
means-
know. I've done some backer submitted beer reviews, and I have to say they've all been 10s out of 10.
A 10 means it can't get better.
Yeah.
Like, that's the top of the top.
Yeah.
Didn't you give a white Christmas tree like a 9.2 yesterday?
No, of course not.
What did you give that one?
Are you talking about Pete Blackburn's?
No, I thought wasn't it Debbie, Ross's mom?
No. No.
I'm very confused. I should have
that thread. There's a picture that you're missing in that thread. Because Serena said, "Oh, look, my tree's fake," and Debbie said, "Oh, it's okay, so is mine," and she actually included a picture too. And that one was a really nice tree, but a fake one.
Pete Blackburn's tree looks like a Christmas tree ornament that you would put on your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
If that makes any
It's
sense.
totally not my style, but
I don't hate
I
it.
know that it's some people's style.
I agree with you. His tree was not something that I would want in my place, but if I walked into somebody else's place and saw that, I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
you're a
like,
Christmas
that's a good
person.
tree.
You're a Christmas person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He has footy on the TV as
And
well.
he made the
He did
classic.
have some footy on the
Sneaky
TV.
He made the
footy.
classic amateur mistake of sending it to me. The picture was taken during the day.
Guys, this
Can't
is the
do that.
the easiest way to get. I mean, I guess I can't really talk because my rating was tanked by Dylan. But like, yeah, why are you sending daytime pics? You
Yeah,
need
you're
the
better than
glow.
that. You're better than that.
Did he not follow up with the nighttime?
Not that I saw.
I'm gonna hit him with the Caddyshack GIF.
well,
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we all.
I think everybody.
To pull the curtain back inside my brain right now, I'm getting so many submissions that it's kind of taking away from my Twitter experience a little bit. And I know I brought this on myself. I can't really
Man,
complain
my
about it.
interactions are too high.
But I mean, I yesterday alone I got probably 60 to 80 submissions, and I just can't do them all, folks.
is this the time when people are putting up their trees the most?
People are ornaments are on, and the full full display is going on. So yeah, it's time.
Should we do a happy hour live this week and just rate some trees?
I don't hate the idea.
Just knock a bunch out at once.
I don't hate the idea.
Yeah.
Wow,
I think we should.
wow.
We can
I
talk
can-
about it off
Brett
mic.
Merriman spelled with a Y because you're Mary.
That's good.
And Bright.
Something we haven't brought up today, not even before we started recording, is that Brett is doing a cocky move today of wearing the scarf
Wow.
just over the sweater.
I'm just not noticing your scarf. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
It's
sorry.
It's a scurf,
you.
actually,
It's a
Dylan.
scurf. Yeah.
It's going to be 70.
That's why I didn't do anything but the scarf, Dave. I went light sweater, scarf only, no overcoat. So
Okay.
it's warm in the morning, but versatile in the afternoon.
I respect
God,
that.
Judge Smale's face in this GIF is just next level, like
You want to sit?
dickhead.
If you want to argue that,
You know what I mean?
if you want to argue that he's the best character in
He
Caddyshack,
crushed it.
I may not agree, but I will listen to your argument and I'll
He
take it into
does.
consideration.
Well, who's the best one?
A great job.
D'Annunzio?
It's not the
Chevy?
Nunzio.
It's D'Annunzio.
Is it
No.
Chevy?
It's Rodney Dangerfield.
Fair.
Comedic relief.
Fair. I just.
Pete Blackburn already followed up there.
He was quick on that one.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this went up a point on my rating system, which I don't disclose.
It's a fantastic tree,
Should we get some programming notes out of the way?
I suppose.
Okay. First and foremost, this is a weird one for everybody. Are you guys prepared for this? Brett and I did the undertaking on Thursday of switching over our podcast network where we host our podcasts. Okay. All the hosts that host the podcast are the same, but the place where we host the files is different.
Correct.
If you're out there and you're listening on something else today because our episode didn't show up on what you normally listen to, let us know. We want to make sure it's out there on everything you have. If you need something else, just hit us with a DM. Let us know where we need to submit it. We just want to make sure that it's everywhere that it can possibly be. So just let us know. There's a bunch of random podcast providers out there that I don't even know about. Okay? Also, watchedmedia.shop. Doing it. So many products. Literally hundreds of products on there.
Well, we've pared it down a little bit. But
Okay. That's fine.
Just our best sellers at this point.
Literally tens of products on there.
There's still 100.
Okay. That works.
Yeah. But we took it down from like 700.
I got lost on our shop page. There's a lot going on. I didn't even know. I was like, oh shit, we have this? It took me a long time to find the beanies, which are like really dope.
Yeah. They're
You
super
mean the
dope.
toques?
Yeah, the toques.
Toques.
Were you right about that?
Somebody called me out and said any winter hat in Canada can be considered a toque.
But you were in the ballpark of being right.
I don't
All right.
think I don't know if I agree with them.
I'm gonna give you a pass. I think
Thanks.
you're right enough.
I think
So
a toque,
I had never heard the word until this season.
Okay.
I saw someone use it in a description of something, and I thought to myself, what the hell is that? Went and looked it up. What I looked up was what you said.
Thank you.
So I would have argued that the person who said you were wrong is incorrect. And I think you and I are kind of like, we're almost Canadian. Like, we're close.
Yeah, we could. I
I
don't know
say
who's
more.
actually
You're closer than Brett, I think.
Well, Brett went to boarding school and stuff, and I didn't. I went to a public school in, like, the north, so.
Geographically, I believe you got me.
Is
Okay.
boarding school a thing in Canada?
No, I just.
No, they go to prep school.
I feel like they have dope public schools.
Just Google imaging toque gives you a wide array of winter hats. Some with the little palm on top, some without. So you're right enough.
Yeah. Well, they're on there. Watchmedia.shop.
You lucked out this time, buddy.
Sunday
Clean it up, though.
Sunday Scary Scandal's also still available, but most importantly, guys, go mash that follow button at Circling Back Pod. Just go do it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a dope gram off with Dave and Rosie this past weekend.
She was having herself a day.
Yep. Until the bar wouldn't let her have a day anymore.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. I
They
think
kicked Rosie out?
no, they didn't kick her out, but we had
cut her off.
We had to. Yeah, she was getting a little too drunk. She had a couple holiday beers that were higher ABV than we originally anticipated, so
Sheesh.
she had to go. But yeah, go check out Circling Back Pod. Also leave a review or 5-star rating. This week on Patreon, we're doing Wednesday Bachelor episodes, as well as our Friday voicemails, and twitch.tv/watchmedia. Are we? I don't hate the idea of us finally doing a tree rating for a Happy Hour Live. I think we should pencil this in.
It's probably time.
It's been a minute since the Happy Hour Live. If there's ever a week for it, it's this
Wow,
week.
y'all get to finally raise some trees.
Pretty excited to unveil my proprietary rating.
So you have a system.
I do.
Well, there's already a system in place, David.
Well, it's kind of like the metric system. You're the metric system. I'm USA.
Well, the metric is
Fuck you.
a superior system.
Well, it's not. We use it here, and the world's on the dollar, so
It's true.
for now, until it goes entirely crypto. That's my finance minute. Booyah, Jim.
I'll be honest. I don't understand why we're not metric system people.
It makes
It's
sense.
so stupid.
I don't get it.
Seems to be the thing that people are doing.
It
Don't
just
you?
seems
Yeah,
way
let's
tighter.
Just measure by tens.
It's just tighter to go faster in the car. It's like, dude, I'm going
Yeah,
going
yeah.
so fast.
Don't
right
you
now.
keep your car in kilometers per hour?
Dude, I wish. That'd be so.
That would
sick.
be really annoying.
That'd be.
That'd be good stuff.
That's like whenever I see someone who like
be
isn't
infuriating.
military and they've got like military time on their phone. I'm like, all right,
I'll see you at 1800.
yeah. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Valor Stealer. Or
Well,
whatever.
we're doing shots.
Sick, dude.
Oh, you can count to 24. Cool.
I think I tried to do it like on my BlackBerry at one point. It just made it really hard to tell the time. I was like, I can't do math every single time I look at a fucking clock after 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1,300 hours. Get out of here.
I tried to do battery this weekend with no percentage next to it. That sucks. On your phone, you know?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Because I thought it looked cleaner. And it does, but it's infuriating. You know?
I can't even remember the last time my phone died. I just don't use it enough.
Well,
Wow.
you got to pull down the thing to
Look
see
at
it
you.
now.
Yeah.
Access to all the electrical
Pull it
outlets.
down, but you can disable
Must
it.
be nice.
Dude,
Oh,
it's your
really?
boy.
I didn't know
It's
that.
your boy.
Hey.
Too clean.
I'm thinking about getting one of those charging pads like Dylan has.
How do you not have one?
The wireless one?
Because I use the cord that comes free with the phone, Dylan.
Dude, they're like $9 and they're incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get like
Well,
4
I'm
of them.
sorry. Not all of us own the majority of the company,
Yeah.
Dylan.
Oh yeah, that 0.1%.
I'm gonna
really.
I'm gonna get the power pad and play the track and field game on Nintendo.
You can do that if you want.
That game sucked.
I'm thinking Rumble Pack.
Yeah, the
You know,
charging
when
pad.
you can vibrate for the first time.
The power pad, you just laid it out in front of your TV and then tried to run on it, and it never really synced up.
Mm-hmm.
It was trash.
Can we recap this Christmas party and fun?
Yeah.
I've been waiting to talk Christmas party for a while, mainly because I don't really remember how it ended. So I would like to get some intel from the squad.
Well,
Yeah. So this is presented by Postmates.
Let's go.
Postmates is family at this point. If you're like us, you start thinking about what to eat for dinner before you've even eaten lunch. I'm not going to lie. I've already been thinking about it today. And based on the parking situation where I want to get dinner from tonight, it might just be easier to Postmate it. I love food, but sometimes getting into my kitchen and cooking something delicious to eat doesn't make it onto my to-do list. I'm lazy. But that's why I've been loving Postmates. With Postmates, you can get food delivered without leaving the house or even opening your front door. With the current state of the world in mind, Postmates created non-contact deliveries. So when you order from local restaurants, everything gets left right on your doorstep, and the app lets you know when it's been delivered. And you don't even have to just get burgers and sushi and stuff like that. You can order anything from toilet paper to phone chargers,
Let's go.
Phone pads.
even phone pads. That's big for the squad. At places like Walgreens, 7-Eleven, wherever, all Postmates will do is drop it off right outside your front door. And the only way to do it is just by downloading Postmates on iOS or Android, find your favorite places, and get anything you want delivered within the hour. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $5 off your first 5 orders for your first 7 days. To save $5 on your first 5 deliveries, download the app and use code CIRCLING. That's code CIRCLING for $5 off of your first 5 orders when you download the Postmates app or sign up online. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it. Dylan, start us off, my friend.
Oh, yes. Thank you for asking, Will. So, Friday, we had our little annual Christmas dinner, the Wash Media Christmas dinner. This year, we went to Perry's Steakhouse. Fantastic. The Merriman Christmas Cocktail Hour, did I get that right?
yeah, you nailed it.
MCCH?
Yep, MCCH.
Was canceled this year, so we just met up at the bar there and quickly found out that Will was already 3/4 of a bottle of wine deep when he showed up.
Nice.
So I'll say this.
Okay.
7:45 dinner time on a day when I truly had nothing to do felt really late to me. And so I started getting a little antsy and a little bored. And so what did I do? I was like, well, I'm already kind of getting dressed up a little bit. I'm feeling a little swanky. I got some Christmas jazz playing. So I decided to pour myself a glass of wine. Well, I finished that glass of wine in like a half hour. And then it was 6:30. And I was like, oh, okay, here's another one. And then the more I thought about it, the more I just realized I probably didn't eat much after lunch that day. So I was just kind of drinking some glasses of wine on an empty stomach. And I showed up hot.
You did.
I was in a good mood.
Luckily, I was sitting directly across from you at dinner, so I had a front row seat to the Will show, and it was fun. We were flirting with Will at Matzo Rancho territory.
No.
The infamous.
No, Will.
We were flirting with it.
You were knocking on the door.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was fine.
At one point, you got up to, I think, use the restroom, and you stumbled back in the wall. Luckily, there was a pillar behind you or something, and it caught you. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good night.
I think Dave saw it, but when I got up to go to the bathroom at one point, I hooked my foot on Sally's chair, and it really could have gone very poorly. There could have been a seafood tower just flying through the air.
I had a flashback to Matzo Rancho like 5 years ago when it was like post Texas game or something.
No, I think we went to a crawfish boil.
Oh, post crawfish boil, and there's like 3 steps that go down to their back patio, and Will like stopped at the top and like looked at us, and we had a table right by it, and we all just kind of were looking at him, and he starts walking down the stairs, and he just slowly stumbled. It was like a controlled demolition of you. He just slowly stumbled into the metal chair, and it just scraped across the.
And
You're one of those people
stone,
who, when you're like really drunk, your face tells the whole story.
it tells the whole story.
Like you can diagnose it in like half a second.
A lot
just by
of
looking at you.
smiles, like
Yeah.
Yep.
The eyes, man. They don't know what they're doing, really.
What didn't help was that even I came in hot, and I probably could have just like had a glass of water and maintained.
What did you drink at dinner?
2 more. Actually, I was told 3 martinis.
Okay.
And some wine.
And then some wine.
Yeah. So.
it was almost much worse because there was a mix-up. And
I know.
You almost had the very rare and never recommended Blanton's and martini.
Ooh.
Double fist.
I accidentally ordered 2 drinks because they took a long time to bring our drinks, and so I was like, okay, I'll just do one of these, and then you reminded the waiter that we ordered drinks like 20 minutes ago, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll go get some more, and it's like, oh yeah, Will almost just had like straight diesel fuel sitting in front of him, and that would have been even
Yeah, that would've
worse.
been bad.
Yeah.
What?
I need to apologize to Will. I feel like this is on me. You get around the bullets sometimes, Will, and it's just we take it. We take it deep. And I didn't have the Merriman Christmas Cocktail Hour. Had we had the Merriman Christmas Cocktail Hour, you would have had some appetizers. And you were expecting it, and we had to postpone it. So that's on me for not having the MCCH, where you could have had maybe a Christmas ale or a glass of wine instead of like.
If I would have had some appetizers in the game, I think this whole night pans out way differently than it did. That being said, the only silver lining of this is that because of like COVID and stuff, we didn't really have the option to go to bars or anything after. So I don't really feel like I missed out on that much.
No, you missed the last like 20 minutes, which was just winding down, and
it was basically us watching Randy box up the leftovers.
yeah.
All of them.
All of the leftovers.
Sally did do a good move, and she did steal some potatoes au gratin for your boy so I could have them the next day.
They didn't have T-bone on the menu, which of course T-bone was not pleased.
He's literally shaking his head right now.
So he asked the waiters, like, you guys don't have you guys don't have T-bone? And he goes, no, we got bone-in ribeye or something like that. And Ray's like, okay, I'll have that. He wanted something with bone in is all he needed, really. Big bone guy.
What'd you go with?
I got the pork chop.
I know you did.
It was incredible.
I know you did.
And I
It was
had leftovers
hilariously
last
large.
night. Yeah, I had leftovers last night. And it was 2 full-ass meals. It was fantastic.
So we put up a poll on Twitter asking who was going to come through with the most drip.
Oh.
It's between these two. No offense to you, Will. You looked great.
No. To be honest, I mailed in my fit.
Yeah.
I mailed
Brett
in my
had
fit.
on a like a high end. It wasn't a tacky Christmas sweater. But it was clearly a Christmas sweater.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dale.
Excuse me.
It was a dale.
Was it
What
made
does
out
that
of
word?
pit
What does
bulls?
that word mean?
It's made in Norway. It's Norwegian.
It's Norwegian. Okay. And,
Skin
Shout out to Victor Hovland.
Yes.
Dave had on like a sport coat. They look sharp.
Dave looked sharp.
Yeah.
Brett looked like he was there to wreck a Christmas party.
Yes.
And
That
that
was-
was the difference. Like, if we were going solely on like who looked like the sharpest, most bespoke person there,
Yeah.
it's your boy Dave.
Yeah.
But when Brett came through with that sweater, I couldn't believe my eyes when I walked up to the bar.
Looked great.
I was very
Thank
happy
you.
about that.
Looked great.
He was wronged in the poll though because he was sharing with Randy.
I know. I didn't know how
There's
to.
no other way to do it.
I didn't know how to structure it because I didn't want to leave anybody out. But at the same time, I was like, you can't do 5 voting options. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to combine these two. And Brett took it home.
I had to deliver. I was going to run back to the turtleneck, but then I was like, oh, somebody's going to wear turtlenecks, and nobody ended up wearing.
Did we go no turtlenecs across
no
the board?
turtleneck across the
No
board.
turds.
I'm fucking embarrassed.
I
No
know.
turds.
I know. But
Turds.
when I found that Christmas sweater, no, it really just is a sweater.
It wasn't
it's-
cold enough for a turtleneck, though.
Yeah.
You know?
It was pretty chilly.
I need sub 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it not?
I feel like it was like 52.
Yeah. You could have got
Like I got a code, okay?
Anyway, the rest of my weekend, I just hung out with Parks. COVID, stayed home, didn't do much, just chilled, put up, we had Christmas lights put up. We enjoyed that.
Stop saying that you put up your own Christmas.
Took
lights.
Stella on walks and just chilled. That's pretty much it.
Well, I did something similar to what you did, only apparently I didn't go as hard. I showered at like 5:30 for some reason, and I could have just put on like my sweats that I normally just hang out around the house in and then change. I just got all the way dressed up, and I was like ready to go at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Alyssa's like, "You're gonna just hang out?" What?
We should have had the MCC.
Yes,
edge.
I was
Yeah.
so excited for it. I texted Brett the night before and I said, Brett, what's the RSVP list looking like and what can I bring? And then I get a text later that night that just says it's canceled. And I was just,
Brett, I wouldn't got a cocktail before going to the restaurant.
You're joking.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I thought you were the one that was up in the air on it.
I
You
was kind of up.
engaged.
I was
And-
up.
Well,
in the air.
actually, everybody was, and I was like,
I had not given you any kind of indication one way or the other, which is pretty classic. But so I hung out and I was like, you know what? I'm dressed up. I'm feeling good. I've got my loafers on. I'm gonna pour a drink. And you know me, I've dabbled into the world of bourbon lately.
no, you're bourbon guy.
Well, and I poured one up, and then I realized if I have another one, it's gonna be a problem. So I think I ate a Kind bar or something.
Oh,
So yeah, you were much more responsible.
I should also mention that in my drunken state, I accidentally put the meal on my card.
I love that you did that.
My own credit card.
oh, thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
Odds you don't remedy this.
Come on, dude.
You just wanted the points.
I swear.
You did just want the
I
points, dude.
Are you
swear
points guy
it
on
was
the-
it was just a natural, like, reach for the card I always use situation.
What's the Venn diagram of points guy and bourbon guy?
Oh,
Ooh.
I feel like there's a
Throw
lot
in-
of
there's
bourbon
like
guys who are really into the points.
new driver every December guy in that same, like has to have the latest stuff guy.
Latest and greatest.
Yeah, like, yeah. I'm trying to think of the right way to put it.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, well, we can read.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Saturday, went and did. There's a new spot called Easy Tiger. It's not new, but it's a new location. Highly recommended if you're visiting Austin, South Lamar area. It's essentially all outdoors. They have a sick view of the Greenbelt. That is Greenbelt, right?
Yeah.
I never know.
You're correct.
And it's a good spot. Good beer list, good coffee, really good food. And I had a couple beers, had a Bloody Mary. Ooh,
You got a grandma.
Jim, I got a gram off.
It's a hot gram.
That was what's that called? The Irish coffee? That's what I was drinking there.
Good for you.
Ah, yes.
I wish I remembered.
Oh,
Ah,
I
David.
mean, I do remember it was an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
There's a knock on Easy Tiger though.
What?
It's pretty egregious knock if I do say so myself. They don't have TVs.
You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
You need one on mute somewhere.
I don't. The only reason I don't mind it is because I've just kind of ignored football this year.
why?
Because Michigan is 30-point underdogs to Ohio State, if that tells you how that season's going.
Yeah.
The Lions just fired everybody, and so that's very chill as well.
Stafford went off yesterday.
And watching Texas ain't as fun as it used to be. So I've just kind of taken a step back. That's who I am now.
You just enjoy spending time and like paying attention to your friends and family,
Exactly.
as opposed to like being stare at the TV guy.
Exactly. No, they could use a couple there.
Even like you're watching a footy game, with a beer on a Saturday morning, like it's a perfect spot for that.
You're right.
They have a cool
You're right.
little. I don't know if that's a beer garden. What do you call that little area right across the way?
The beer garden.
A beer
thicket.
garden. It's just got picnic tables and,
Yeah.
and a tree or two.
A lot of dogs.
Beautiful oak. A lot of
A
dogs.
lot of beautiful babies,
Beautiful too.
or so I hear.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't show up. You didn't even like respond saying like, no, I'm out.
Yes, I did. I said I'm sitting this one out.
I must have not gotten your text.
Oh,
You should go to the Apple store. and
That's
get that
because
checked out.
we went to go see Haley and Kendall down in San Marcos. That's why I didn't go.
Shout out to the listener that did a drive-by. What's up, Will? On our way out.
Yeah, I got gassed up twice on Saturday. Very cool.
Let's go.
Very cool.
Let's go.
Yeah. Shouts to the dude at Matt's El Rancho as well.
Wow.
Yes, I joined Dave at Easy Tiger. I decided that, I had not had a hangover like that in a little bit. And so I decided that it would make sense to have kind of one of those lethargic afternoons where you just sit at a bar and nurse beers for a little bit. And that's what we did. Very much enjoyed it. I will say I probably didn't need to have more beers at that point, but it felt good. And then yesterday I just had a trademark Sunday. Woke up, watched a little F1. I know Dilly was online for
I
that.
watched some F1. Yeah.
Very fun, entertaining F1 day. And then Sally won. She really solidified herself as wife of the year yesterday by she just made my favorite coffee cake. She made some chai tea, and I was just sitting there chilling, just having a Sunday on the couch. It was just perfect. Very happy.
Guess what I did yesterday?
What?
I did a roast in the Instant Pot.
Like a pot roast?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you put in that pot roast?
Carrots, onions, big-ass piece of meat,
You got any pics?
some bone broth.
You don't have to
Yeah,
send the
did you
pics
get any
out, but
pics
I
out?
would like to see it because you know how much I like pot
I
roast.
didn't take pics.
I didn't want to see. I don't want to see pics anyway.
I wasn't going to show you.
Don't you microwave your pot roast?
Mm-hmm. I put it in the
Just
toaster.
boils. He boils it. But it's that time of year, man.
Yeah. You know I jump the gun every single year on my pot roast. I might have to get one off tonight.
Yep.
I might go to the store right after this.
Might roast some pot.
Very chill.
Freaking drugs, man.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Dude, that's sick. Anyone else do anything tight this weekend?
Man, I went to a new spot. Shouts to Meanwhile Brewing Company in East Austin.
Mhm.
Brand spanking new.
Mhm.
It's cool. It's very cool. Good,
Is it a
good-
beer garden?
Good atmosphere. It's
We'll
a
see
beer.
about it.
It's a brewery, brew pub, but they don't have. It's not a pub because they're food trucks, so it's just a brewery with a large to extremely large seating area.
You had good weather yesterday for that.
It was about as good as you can get. Yeah, Caroline and I hit the range, which means like just I hit the range.
She doesn't swing sticks.
She filmed me.
I
She
was
was
going to say,
doing-
what's her handicap?
No, you made her film you?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
I
God
had.
dang it.
I'm on a swing journey. Well, everybody knows that.
At the
know.
Kaiser range?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I'm
How
going
is
to get
that
you.
guy?
I'm going to buy you a tripod for your iPhone for
it's on my
Christmas.
Christmas list.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
I kind of want one for home.
What are you gonna do?
What are
when
you
we come
filming?
home with it?
I don't know, like just for like happy hours or something like that. I feel like I could. I feel like we could structure something where I could like look better on camera. After Dave got his ring light, I've just been in my own head that I look like shit.
Because you sit
You know-
you sit on the floor.
Well, if you knew the cord situation of my living room, it's not great. I'm not sure what our apartment was thinking when they installed the outlets, but they didn't do a good job. Oh, do you want to talk about my apartment real quick? I mentioned this before the pod. Someone parked in my spot yesterday. Got home from the grocery
So
store.
now they're at the tow yard trying to get it back.
No, out of the Christmas spirit, I decided to throw them a bone. Left them a note on their car saying, "Hey, if you could please remove, it'd be great." But out of the giving season, I decided
Aw.
to let this person live.
You gave the gift of no tow.
Yeah, I gave them the gift of not having to pay a bunch of money to get their car back.
You saved that person $400.
Mhm.
No, how much is it?
It's probably a lot. Probably about
It's
that.
two something these days.
And they make you pay. I don't know if they still do this. They make you pay in cash only.
because they're
How is that even legal?
they're
I
they're
don't
the
know.
scummiest of scumbag.
That's like no,
companies.
that's like restaurants when they tell you that like they don't take American Express. Like they take American Express. They just don't want to eat the extra percentage.
Is it the same thing?
MX
No.
It's like a
It's not the
dollar.
same thing.
Isn't it like $1?
But it's like, you know, when you
Come
go
on.
like, I mean, Brett knows this from being in New York. Like, all these bodegas and stuff, they'll be like, no,
No Amex.
or they'll say like, oh no, you have a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have minimums. That is not a thing. If credit card companies knew that that places do that, like they can get it actually removed from their system. So if
Yeah.
anyone ever tells you when you're hungover wanting a Gatorade, Dylan, that you can't get your Gatorade because you don't have $5,
Mm-hmm.
you can get that Gatorade. You just go Karen and be like, I'm calling Visa right now, bitch.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Don't do that. I've never done that.
I made my own queso yesterday too. That was solid.
Out of Velveeta.
Out of Velveeta.
Yeah, just to be clear here.
it was fantastic.
I just didn't want you to like act like you were making like a Bob Armstrong.
No. It was trash queso. That was phenomenal.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Velveeta queso absolutely slaps.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with
It's so good.
Oh yeah. And Caroline juiced it up a little bit. It was like she did some onion, she did some garlic in there too, and it slapped. Then we did burgers, which I don't really do burgers on my stove a lot. I'm usually a grill guy, but our grill closed at 6 last night, so had to stovetop them. Pretty good.
I don't hate the stovetop burger every once in a while. I can deal with that.
That's fine.
I don't have a cast iron skillet though, so they were like cheap skillet, Target skillet burgers. So
it. You need a cast iron skillet, though.
I know.
Yeah.
I might have one I can give you, Brett.
Really?
No kitchen is complete and without a cast iron skillet.
Iron
Can I give an unsolicited recommendation?
industry.
You guys ready for this? No, not industry. Industry is actually better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
But I will say the best episode of television that I've watched all year, and I'm reserving other takes on this because it might be bigger, is the surprise episode of Euphoria that they dropped. One of the heaviest things of television I've ever seen. One of the best acting jobs I've seen out of two people that are sitting there and just acting their dicks off. Amazing performances. If you are into Euphoria,
I thought that show was trash.
this show is overwhelming, and it's a lot, and it's kind of this outlandish show about kids in high school that definitely don't live like their kids in high school. But the holiday episode that they dropped was incredible.
Really?
It's very, 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 very heavy.
They've paid for some serious Twitter promotion as
Dude,
well.
it's good.
Because they are popping up on my TL.
It's very good. I was shocked. I watched it after hanging out with Dave on Saturday, and Sally was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "This is emotional, Sally." I had to put the headies on.
Damn, fool.
Listen solo. Just an unsolicited recommendation out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Anything
also
else?
industry.
Oh yeah, industry's been fun.
Yeah.
Industry's been fun.
One of the horniest shows I've ever
I
watched.
started watching that Alien doc that Dave
Me
recommended.
too.
You need to stick it out till the end because the last 20 minutes are absolutely compelling.
I fell asleep with 30 minutes to go, so I can't wait to finish it tonight.
You've got something to look forward to.
I had an hour left. I fell asleep about 20 minutes in, so
Yeah.
excited.
They're out there.
Oh, I mean, it's
It's all
Bro.
all but confirmed. You know?
called The Fun Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Did you watch it on Amazon?
Yeah. $5 rental.
Yeah.
I was
What-
surprised by that.
I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't
Did you,
either.
did you buy it?
I own it now.
Why?
I don't know.
Because Dave only pays $20 for his rentals, dude.
Will, how did you not get mixed up in bodega? Speaking of bodegas, bodega tweet.
Because I
Ready.
don't subscribe to even remotely acting like I would ever like to live in New York or anything like that. Like the person who wrote that is so New York that I don't even want to involve myself with them. Like, what's their problem? Why are they acting like you can't buy all that shit everywhere?
Like the CVS around the corner.
Yeah. Have they ever been to the fucking Valero by my apartment? Like, you can literally buy anything there.
I don't know anything about this.
Don't act like your bodegas are so special. Like, the Valero by my apartment has everything I would ever need in life, including burger supplies.
This tweet did very well for her, but it also sparked a bodega debate on Twitter, and I was trying to follow it, and I was like, man, I just this isn't for me. I don't know.
What is the actual definition of like a bodega from someone who's lived in New York, Brett? Like what? Like
Oh, here we go.
Ooh. I don't know how you exactly. You know it when you see it. It
Okay.
type of thing. I'm gonna classify a bodega as a very tightly packed corner store where the door is always open. There's one guy that works the counter every single
Who
day.
knows you,
yeah,
like-
maybe that's what to have a bodega. You need to have somebody at the counter 24/7. That's the same guy. He's like a doorman, who you know. Like there's no shifts at the bodega. It's the guy.
So the Valero,
That's what I'm
our
gonna say.
Valero is essentially a bodega because the guy who I talk to there, I talk to him every single time I'm there.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
A Hispanic, Spanish, Latin mini mart, kind of like a 7-Eleven, but usually smaller and more like a liquor store atmosphere. I don't know what that means. Commonly used term on the East Coast, especially in New York City, where you will find many of these. The word came from the actual Spanish word for grocery store, la bodega.
There you go.
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I just feel like the word's thrown out a lot, but
It's like a cool thing for like if you move
try
from
to
your
sound
Midwest
tight.
like town to like Brooklyn, you're like, oh, yeah,
I feel like you can low key buy weed at some of them too.
Low-key.
Like
No, you're thinking of half
Dude,
baked.
Dylan, New York now though,
Maybe.
you can
that
Uber
was in
weed
there.
to your apartment now. There's apps for that. It's crazy. It's not like it used to be. And bodega's another qualification. It can't be freestanding structure. Has to be in the bottom of a building.
Yeah.
Or a corner.
Ooh, like the bottom of
Isn't
an
that just
apartment
everything in New
building?
York?
Yes, 100%. Basically, there's no
Unless
there's
you're
no-
a hot dog
yeah.
or a glizzy stand on the street. Yeah.
Thank you for correcting hot
Yeah.
dog to
I don't
glizzy.
know why I said hot dog. What a stupid word.
You freaking idiot.
Oh, there's always a cat too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good
that
call.
makes sense.
That's a good call.
That makes sense.
I think I nailed that.
Yeah.
I mean, I should.
You
I
probably
lived in
did.
New York.
There's
for-
probably gonna be some New Yorkers
Yeah,
that like
come
come
at
at your
me.
neck, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, Brett's not a real New Yorker."
They'd be like, you can get bagels. No, that's a bagel shop, not a bodega.
Dumbass.
Bodegas are like Jewel Pods and Gatorade and cats.
Boner pills.
Yeah, there's usually like weed, like bongs, not bongs, but like bowls on the counter too.
Sick.
Very chill.
They're like $50. You're like, that's not $50.
I'm not gonna buy this. I'm gonna go to a head shop.
Yeah.
Hey, this holiday season. I didn't start there. This holiday season. You guys ready for this? May your home be filled with joy. May your butthole be as clean
Oh,
as fresh driven snow.
God.
Thanks to Hello Tushy.
They're doing a holiday?
They're doing holiday.
so-
Don't get stuck with a post-Turkey Day disaster. Protect your pipes with a Hello Tushy bidet. For years, bidets have cost thousands of dollars, and they're available only to the richest of a-holes. I hate rich a-holes, dude.
Bidet, mate.
Australian for bidet.
For bidet.
The Hello Tushy Modern Bidet attachment is here to democratize the blessings bestowed by bidets and offer clean buttholes to everyone. Hello Tushy attaches to your existing toilet, no electricity or additional plumbing needed, and it cleans your butt with a precise stream of fresh water, all for just $79. We can speak to this. These are easy to install. I'm not a plumber.
No.
I've never gotten stuck under a sink before. I know that, but I know how to install a Tushy.
It's dummy proof, man.
It's dummy proof for your dummy thick booty.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will crush your toilet paper use by 80%.
Yeah.
80%. If you save that much money on toilet paper, you can probably buy like 1 million of those charging pads for your iPhone.
And there's been a run on TP the last few weeks with the spike in cases.
Yeah,
Those
people are worried
so
again.
annoying.
People are worried again. But this thing pays for itself simply by just how much TP you save, because with Hello Tushy, you don't wipe it all. Hello Tushy is the new hands-free butt buddy. Everyone comes with an attachment with a 60-day risk-free happy butt guarantee. I love a good happy butt guarantee. There's no mad butt guarantees out there, just happy ones.
I keep my butt happy.
And it's got a 12-month warranty overall. Just beautiful. Stop wiping your butt and start washing. And join the millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now. Plus, Hello Tushy is a perfect gift for the holidays. Get 10% off plus free shipping right now at hellotushy.com/circling. That's hellotushy.com/circling for 10% off and free shipping. hellotushy.com/circling.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy
How
holidays.
did they think
Happy
of that
holidays.
and we didn't?
Happy holidays to everybody involved. So our next topics right now, I'm going to combine two.
Okay.
It's the doghouse, baby.
Ooh, is that a new segment? Welcome to the doghouse?
Maybe.
Oh.
It is today.
We need DMX to just bark us into this.
Hoof, hoof.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, where do you want to start?
How do we start this? Like,
What's the pet clone situation here?
people be cloning pets.
Dylan, I'm glad you asked. Was watching Sunday Night Football last night, and then a commercial popped on. And this woman appeared with her pet, Chloe. She was a dog. But Chloe was very old. And she basically said, well, Chloe's going to die soon. So I still want Chloe after she dies. So instead of doing, like a taxidermy thing, which would have been weird, or like, a burial, she cloned her.
This isn't really a new development, right? The people have been cloning their pets for a minute. Is that correct?
It's hard to say. I know cloning has been around for a minute, but I didn't know there was a commercially viable
George Clooney?
This has got to be the first. I mean, they're marketing now.
Yes.
Like I didn't know. I knew the technology was there like
Okay.
at least 15
Okay,
years
'cause
ago.
I've
You
seen
guys
it-
are way
'cause
more in tune
remember
with
Dolly?
the status of pet cloning compared to
sheep?
me.
I've
They
seen it
clone the
happen
sheep
before,
in, like, Scotland or
but
some
if they're
shit.
like actually offering this service, that's a development.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Shouts
cloning
to
world.
Viagen Pets, non-spawned. Do you want to guess how much a dog cloning is? By the way, what we're saying is you can clone your pet so you have a genetically identical pet again. The
Yes.
same pet.
Yeah.
but it
Yes.
just keeps living.
Yeah, you don't put it in like a chamber and then all of a sudden like another 4-year-old Rosie runs out.
No.
Correct,
You have
yeah.
to do the puppy thing still, the whole big thing. But to clone your dog, Dylan, what's it going to run you?
$25K is my guess.
Will?
Oh, 30K.
I
Dave.
think I said 35 before the pod. I'm sticking with it.
Dave is the winner by default because it's
Shocker.
50 grand
Damn.
to clone your dog. To clone your cat, it's 35 grand. And to clone your horse, Dylan, 85 grand.
What about to clone your human?
Yeah, can we get another homie?
Ooh, everybody wants that.
There can only be one.
Okay. The technology has to be there. Is it ethics where it comes down to the human thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? So I just have so many questions because I don't understand how this actually works.
My questions are mostly about what this leads to in the future.
Well, but the more immediate question I have is like, okay, so say I cough up 50 grand and I'm like, all right, I need Rosie volume 2.
Yep.
I assume I bring her in somewhere and they extract some DNA from her in some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? So there's just a test tube that like Rosie grows in?
I think at some point it has to. A dog is impregnated.
Okay.
I think
They inject the egg.
you can't just like grow it in a
Artificially?
an incubator.
I know. That's what I don't get.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know shit about.
So the
this.
brochure says this: Step 1, get a cell culture from your pet, and you select a donor cell. So presumably you take DNA, you select a sperm or an egg, and you figure it out that way, or you select an egg. And what?
He's looking at me. I don't know.
Step number 2.
Can you clone trees with a splinter cell?
Okay, what happens? Okay, what happens when this is available for humans, right? Because let's say
Dylan.
already is.
let's say someone here's where I'm going with this. Let's say someone tragically loses their child. You know,
But has their DNA sitting around?
you can extract DNA whenever you want, right? Like say
Yeah.
in
Maybe you can.
preparation for like a preemptive measure, like in case something happens to my child, let's collect the DNA and I can have this kid cloned.
I'm
No.
with you.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's fucked up.
It's crazy.
I'm saying that's what it's going to lead to, right?
No, I know. Like, have you seen the Black Mirror episode where someone loses like their relative, but then they have like
Oh.
their consciousness downloaded, so they're like still talking to them
Yeah.
and shit?
That might have been the last one I watched. And I
It
was like, you know
rattled
what?
me, and I was like, dude, we can't be going down this road.
We are. We are.
No,
We're
we're not.
on it,
Dude,
baby.
there's no way that they can ever make that legal to like clone humans.
I don't know. It's gonna happen.
I don't know.
It's gonna happen.
We
Somewhere or
already
another.
have a population problem. Why do we
feel
need
like
more humans?
I
out
feel
here?
like China is very well advanced in this.
China.
Do you want to know part of their marketing strategy? For pets who have died unexpectedly, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, come by, swing by with your refrigerated dead pet," and
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you can easily do that with humans as well.
I don't. Let me just go ahead and I'll say I would not be, even if I had the funding, I would not partake in such a thing.
Are you talking?
Dogs,
yeah.
humans too,
Yeah,
obviously.
I wouldn't either. I mean, no.
I mean, it's just like, it's just weird.
You gotta let life run its course. You know.
There can only be one.
You compare it to the other one. You're like, Rex would have never done that. He wouldn't have chewed that up. You know.
I just don't know. Like,
it's not going to be exact, right? Because you have your pet's DNA and whatever donor cell.
well, yeah, it's not gonna be exact.
Just like twins that are genetically identical or still have different personalities
Yeah.
and they don't look exactly the same and shit like that.
And twins.
Yeah. Thank you, David.
how did it
Dave
take,
was up.
how did it take
I
so
was
long
letting
for
him
us to get-
finish.
He's just doing jokes.
How
all
long
the
did it
time,
take us
man.
to get there? People had us doing twins before the 44-minute mark.
Yeah.
We've been doing this 44 minutes.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Dude, the boys are running today. I've got that like kind of like 2-day hungover energy going,
Yeah.
where it's just kind of just like,
Oh, it's gonna hit you like tomorrow.
no, tomorrow's gonna be the day when I feel great.
See, Tuesday's usually the day.
Whoop said my recovery today was 98%.
I'm 96.
So I'm gonna go hard on the pellet.
I got a really dumb question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has a human ever been cloned? Ooh. That we know of?
Do you want the official story or do you want the real story?
Yeah.
I want the real story.
You want what the
David.
internet's gonna tell you?
Epstein didn't kill himself. Brett Merriman.
Yeah,
Brett
they
killed him?
didn't run. Well,
No, that's his quote.
Yeah,
Um,
that's as drunk as I've been in Austin.
because I'm sure like tests have been done. I mean, sure it's been done. That it's been kept under wraps, right?
Yeah.
It's technically possible, officially according to genome.gov,
I'm not believing a .gov
That
site.
doesn't
No,
sound
Not
official.
believing a .gov site with this stuff.
No solid scientific evidence that anyone has cloned human embryos, but it's possible.
Right.
Again, if you look at a emerging superpower and closed off society such as China, I think you will find that they have done. They may not have actually cloned a human yet, but they have attempted to.
Okay.
As have we, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? I mean, we're not
100%.
above
How would
cloning
you
a
feel
human.
if you were a clone? You know,
It's like damn.
on
Like,
your 10th birthday, like guess what? You're in a identical to another person that's already been alive. That's just weird.
Dude, you know we probably already are because remember we gave our DNA for a sponsor. And remember they lost mine.
yeah, you're a clone. Somewhere.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah,
Yeah, there's like
There's a-
there's a 2-month-old Dave just walking.
There's a
around
little
out there
D-man
somewhere.
out there
or
just
crawling, I should say.
just getting it.
Well,
Got a mustache already.
this story can somewhat get parlayed with our other dog story today, which is about a dog named Buddy.
Generic but cool.
Well, I wouldn't call Buddy generic to his face because Buddy looks like he will.
Buddy
fuck
will
you
Buddy
up.
will fuck my
The
dope
first
up.
English cream retriever I ever met was named Buddy, and he was a dope dog. So there you go.
Well, I apologize to all the buddies out there.
Well, a California man ended up in a brawl with a bear to save his best friend, a pit bull named Buddy. Sorry, the Fox News ad just started just blasting
It
music
happens,
on my
man.
computer.
Yep.
Said Buddy was playing outside Caleb Benham's Nevada County home the day before Thanksgiving when he heard a growl and saw a bear had his dog in his mouth.
What?
A bear.
What kind of bear?
A big one.
Okay.
What's
It's
the
a big
location
one.
on this?
Nevada County. I think that might be in Sacramento. Hard to say. It's in California. But he said, I heard a growl, looked about 75 to 100 feet down, and the bear was dragging him by his head. Honestly, the only thing I could think about was that I needed to save my baby. Benham did save Buddy by running out and punching the 350-pound bear in the face. He said, I just ran down there, plowed into the bear, tackled it, and grabbed it by the throat and started hitting it in the face and the eye until it let go. Even after the heroic rescue, Benham was worried that he might lose Buddy. The nearest veterinary hospital was closed due to a positive COVID-19 case. So instead, he took his beloved pet to Motherlode Veterinary Hospital in Grass Valley, according to News 9. They have a video of this dog after, and this dog's face got really messed up by this bear.
Do I want to see it?
I mean, the dog is alive, but you can tell that it's been mauled by something.
Oh yeah. Okay. It'll be fine.
If you know that cloning's out, like I don't know if I have the balls to go punch a 350-pound bear in the face if it's got Rosie by the head.
I'm wondering if he said he tackled the bear. No, can I just say no one's ever tackled a full-size
All I'm saying
bear?
is that I want to witness.
Yeah, all I'm
I've got
saying
some
is
questions.
there's no one around to dispute what he's saying.
He's got a pretty valiant story going on right now.
I tend to believe it.
I do too.
Obviously,
I do too,
because
but-
it's someone could get in there and really look at the injuries, like, oh, this wasn't a bear, but I'm sure he wouldn't lie about this. But
You want some little lesson in geography, Will? You
Sure.
were right. It is in California, but it is right on the other side of Reno. So it's right near the border. I believe it's in the Tahoe National Forest, TFM.
Ooh, good little spot.
It's just a bunch of dudes with Tahoes just parked up, like
It's tight.
listening to Panic.
what kind of bear we think this was?
Black bear.
If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's white, good night. That's what they say. Just keep that in mind when you're approached.
Most likely brown too. They'll fuck your day up. Kodiaks, Grizzlies.
Kodiaks are big boys.
That's why he says lie down.
Kodiak's the second biggest,
Isn't Ted
right?
Cruz the Kodiak guy?
I'm not gonna answer. I
Kodiak
don't have.
killer?
I think a Kodiak bear is the second biggest bear.
Okay.
Wasn't
Are they're
Kodiak Black the dude that had a really sick song come out a while ago?
Yeah, he had the steel drum vibe to it.
Dude, no
Who's on
song has
my
delivered
most
less
played?
than that. After that
God,
first
I
beat
know.
came out.
Have
The
you checked
beat
out
was so
Transporting
hot.
yet? It's got the Ghetto Boys beat. Check it out.
Okay.
You'd like it.
What's
shouts
the most
somebody.
aggressive animal that could attack your dog and then you feel comfortable going and trying to save that dog?
Can I?
Because I don't know if a bear is, I think, out of the realm of possibility for me feeling comfortable. And
Unless
I'm a
my
hero.
dog is clearly like dying or dead, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step in.
I mean this.
Any animal.
I co-sign what he is saying.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna risk it all for the dog.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd like to think that, but I don't know. I think I would have to grab something of size in order to make sure that I had like something equipped to hit this bear with.
Yeah.
Cast iron
If
skillet.
we're in the North Pole, we're
I'm not
gonna
bringing
be-
my dog to the North Pole.
Exactly. But like if a polar bear has Stella in his mouth, I'm probably not gonna approach that because that Stella gone. Stella, you go.
You're just like,
You know, she kind of looks like a little polar bear.
Yeah.
All white and shit. You know.
You crouching?
I was thinking how dope Stella would look in the North Pole.
Yeah. She'd be cold, but she looked tight.
She'd have a little like Red Cross jacket, flak jacket on.
Drinking Coca-Cola out of a glass bottle up there.
It doesn't seem like the move to drink Coca-Cola on like the North Pole. When you want something a little
Well,
warmer,
They
That's
do it
what
in the
they
ice
do.
cave,
Like hot cocoa
with a
and stuff?
fire.
Yeah, dude, they love the cold though. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
that's true. They wouldn't live there if they didn't.
They love it.
How do they
Actually,
open the bottles?
they get hot out there. They like lay out on the ice to cool down because the way their fur is.
Yeah,
it's
climate
fucking
change.
Wild.
That's like you ever see
No.
somebody with a Siberian husky in Austin?
Yeah.
They should feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my good friends had a husky, and like that dog. If it was
Keep
a
it
blizzard
trimmed.
outside, that dog was like, "Get me out there. I want to sleep."
Yeah. Let's go.
It's like this is my day.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the thing you got me for.
Yeah. One time I just walked out and like almost tripped over it because it was just laying there and it looked like a mound of snow because it was just completely covered in snow. I was like, this dog
Aw.
is
He's
chilling
just
so
chilling.
hard right
That's
now,
amazing.
literally and figuratively.
Can I say
Love it.
Nevada County looks beautiful?
This
like-
guy's backyard looks dope just from like his photo with the dog, but like, I mean, damn.
This is the second week in a row we've had an animal saved from the grasp of a deadly animal by a person. There was the gator, remember?
Oh yeah.
That little pupper last week.
Ooh, you got to fight one. Your dog is in the grasp of a gator, in water, or a bear, brown bear.
Gator.
Gator, not even close.
Because
Really?
if you can hold its mouth shut,
What if it's already got the dog? So you're having to like
Because
I still want to
deadlift the mouth.
especially the size of the gator from last week, and what I'm about to say could be completely wrong and like not factual and not even feasible. But I feel like I could get on the back of that gator and manage to get the dog out way
Yeah.
easier than punching a bear in the face.
I
But if I'm
agree.
on the back of that gator, I'm just wailing on its head.
the bear. You're not taking the bear's back.
No,
If you can control a gator's mouth, then
you control the gator.
you're fine.
There's more weapons on the bear too. They have
Exactly.
claws on every
Exactly.
little paw pad.
It's
I
just
just-
like a big left tackle, you know,
Bears are nimble,
with teeth and claws.
whereas I
Right.
feel like a gator, you can stunt that and like kind of pin it some way. It just seems way easier. But I do worry that like a bear would kill you, whereas like a gator might just like bite your hand off.
Yeah.
And that would suck to not have a hand. But having a dog would be sick, but no hand would be tough. It'd be harder to walk the dog with just one hand.
But you have that story that you get to tell. Like Chubbs. Happy Gilmore,
Chubbs,
dude.
Uh,
exactly.
No, I don't want us to tell that story.
Damn alligator bit his hand off.
I'd rather tell the story of having two hands. It just sounds more convenient.
That's a lame ass story. No one wants to hear a story about how your hands didn't get bit off.
What if I have like a scratch on my knuckles because I punched a bear in the face?
I don't go up to people in bars and be like, see these two hands? Yeah, nothing's ever taken it.
Yeah.
It's not a cool story.
Can I say that I don't
show
mean
them
to
a stump,
victim
though.
blame. I would never do that.
No one's
but
flexing their stump.
check out this stub. Yeah, I don't want to victim blame, but this pit bull absolutely started this.
Yeah.
This pit bull
Yes.
Yeah.
was flying a little close to the
He's
sun.
like, I'm not afraid of this fucking
The
thing.
photos of the pit bull just make it look like a
'Cause
badass dog.
Yeah, this pit does not fuck around. This thing has probably taken out like 6 coyotes, some feral hogs.
I'll tell you what, though. He comes across another bear. He's probably not going to approach it this time.
Yeah. I'm not the type of person that's like says that all pit bulls are nice and they have a bad reputation, because I think they do have a reputation for a reason. But
Ooh,
Oh, we're going to hear it now.
you are gonna get
Here we go.
DM.
well, as somebody who had their dog viciously attacked by a pit bull and it cost me thousands of dollars, I think I do have ground to stand on. I do think most pit bulls are very, very nice, but I do think they have a mean streak, or some have a mean streak, and it wouldn't surprise me if this dog had gotten aggressive. I'm not saying every pit bull is aggressive, but as someone who has had a pit bull attack their dog and cause mayhem, I don't have the sympathy that I used to have anymore.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Justified.
Yeah, I mean,
That being said, I will still pet pit bulls if someone has one at our dog park. I'm like, oh,
their aggression is the fault of humans because
Yes.
humans have bred them and like they've changed the genetics, basically the genetic makeup of these dogs to be aggressive because they're fighters.
I've met pit bulls that are just absolute
Oh, there are a ton
sweethearts.
of great pit bulls out
Sweethearts.
there. Yeah, of course.
What happened with this Austin drug bust?
Oh, I should say.
Um,
Nice.
some UT students, right?
Some former.
Former UT students got busted with
So we ran off on the plug, Dylan.
lots of drugs and cash too, cash money.
A shit ton.
They were distributing.
With like intent to run an empire. It looks
Yeah.
like. That's more acid than I've ever seen in a drug bust. I didn't think acid was cool anymore.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's cool.
Apparently.
Are people just doing these like wild ass drugs just so they can comfort their own home? these
Yeah,
days?
because
Like,
you're doing acid at concerts and stuff.
I'm pulling up the story, folks.
like
I've got it pulled up. This is they pretty much were exclusively hitting up UT students, so they probably had no shortage. I wonder how the COVID-19 ongoing global pandemic has affected their business.
Are y'all ready for the numbers here?
yes.
Hit us.
As a result of the operation, authorities seized 12.88 pounds of marijuana, 261 grams of methamphetamine, 3 grams of fentanyl,
Ugh.
42.24 grams of cocaine, 24 units of LSD, 749.99 grams of THC edibles. Nice. Let's go. 287.18 grams of Adderall, 131.25 grams of Xanax, and 28.06 grams of hydrocodone pills. Codone, however you say that.
Hydros, dude.
Codone.
And approximately $9,230 in cash.
Hydrocodone's just like Vicodin, right?
Hydro. It's
Yeah.
like you get your wisdom teeth out, pop a hydro
Yeah.
or two.
What's up with the fentanyl?
Yeah.
That's the one you're like, all right.
It's like,
You know,
okay, guys.
you're asking to like get the book thrown at you if you're
Yeah.
dealing fentanyl.
Yeah.
There's the tiers for me. It's like, all right, you got a bunch of weed gummies, like big deal.
The picture of all this stuff laid
Move
out
on.
is dope, though. I do have to admit. Drugs aren't cool, but the picture's cool.
You think some intern was like, his job that day was to make the presentation look tight?
No, I've always thought about this. So like, you know how like they always have like they take a photo, they take like a flex photo to show like, oh, look how much we got.
Yeah.
I would love to be the person that gets to set those up.
Dude, in Mexico, you
Like
see what they
Super
do in
Troopers?
Mexico, right? They bring the person they just arrested. They bring the drug traffickers out to pose behind the shit.
Yeah.
Like, and like there's just like all the press there taking pictures, and you're just kind of you're the dealer, and you're like, all right, yeah, fuck,
It's kind of tight.
all right.
I kind of want to just like set the pick up and stand there and be like, yeah, we just did this.
LSD little to the left. Dylan's he's a photographer.
Yeah, we can't get the fentanyl in the portrait mode. Is there any way that we can you move that a little forward? Oh, yeah,
They had a bunch of weed chocolates that look like gold bars. They look kind of cool.
Ooh.
like Willy Wonka bars or something.
Yeah.
Damn,
And stacked up.
dude, people are just wild.
The graphics that always end up in these pictures, whether it's on like the acid tabs or anything, like there's a designer there that's doing good work making these things.
What's up with that though? Like, why do people like? You already know that it's like a weird drug, so like, why do you make it like put all like the psychedelic shit on it to like make it blatantly a weird drug?
Yeah.
Like
I
you
don't know.
could probably just make it look normal and be like, no, that's some Altoids over there.
The people who come up with names for weed strains are some of the most creative people on the planet.
It's great.
They're awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
What is it? They just like take the name of the street they grew up on and add like
Add like,
a color or their favorite animal.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's got like a system they plug it into and it spits out something just really.
What? It's like your spirit animal and like, no, it's like your favorite color and your spirit animal.
Yeah.
So your boy, my weed strain would be green pelican.
That would do.
That
Green
would
Pelican
hit,
would
though,
hit
though.
so
I'd
smoke
hard.
that.
Dude, that would hit. That would hit.
Let's go.
Dude, give me that green pelican.
Dylan and I I'm ripping Blue Wolf all day.
Blue Wolf. A Blue Wolf might just make you go to bed.
No, that's what you do that before like skiing. That's that removes all fear from your body.
That's got a recipe for me falling asleep before the movie even starts.
Yeah.
Kodiak orange. Like you get awesome with it, man. Yeah, there's like an animal and a color.
We're gonna do an engagement hack from the circling back Twitter later. It's just
Yeah,
like,
this is. It's
what's
probably
your
gonna happen.
what's your weed strain?
Mine's a little coconut.
Ooh.
I bet you that's good.
Don't tell Tide that. He's gonna start trying to fucking.
Oh damn.
It's gonna be really annoying when he's like, just like sitting there, just trying to sell weed on the side, and he's like, I got that new green coke or that little coconut.
Wait, what was yours? What?
Green pelican.
Green Pelican. Dave's is instead of pina colada, it's pina colada. It's just a little otter that's smoking weed.
Are you?
You're not the otter though, are you?
I'm no otter. You're the most ottery of the four.
Yeah, I kind of have two spirit animals.
Otter be good.
Unfortunately.
You could throw otter in there for a weed name too.
Mm.
Otter. Like just
What
dope
animal is
otter.
Brett?
Pink otter. Pink otter.
Pink
I'm,
otter.
I'm burning on that.
All right.
All day.
think you just want to burn, dog. Dylan has yet to turn down one.
Let's go.
I'm a golden retriever, Dave. It's fine. I get it.
I was gonna say like a stork.
What? Stork?
Oh,
Why does it sound like Klein?
I don't know. His
Maybe
reaction.
he's stork.
Maybe Klein's a stork. He's not that storky.
Are drug dealers like thriving in the pandemic? Or are they struggling in the pandemic? I heard for a while in like New York City that it was really hard being a drug dealer because you couldn't, when they had stay-at-home orders, it was like you had to have proof that you were out doing something. And like if you're a drug dealer going house to house, you got a bunch of drugs on you and the cops stop you, it's kind of evident what you're doing.
It's a dead-end industry because of everything's getting legalized slowly, you know?
Yeah, Oregon guys are just like, fuck. I'm trying to sell loud and some shrooms, and I just can't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
No,
They're
they got plenty of time.
They're all going into.
Yeah, they're doing fine. It takes like a year to. It takes like 2 years in full to go from like weed getting legalized in a state to actually having dispensaries up and running.
and red tape.
Yeah,
man.
the Oregon dudes, they have a financial opportunity. They're like, oh, yeah, we took investment. We had a little place above a coffee shop to sell the shrooms. They're growing up. I'm happy for them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
Should we microfinance
No.
Oregon dispensary pluses?
It seems like it would just distract us from our
These drug busts,
media company.
why do the dealers always have so much cash on them? Like, just put it away somewhere, you know?
They
That's
can't
how they-
put it in the
Well,
bank.
where do you put it?
It's dirty money.
Put it in the
man.
freezer?
Don't keep it with the drugs. Put it somewhere else. Have your
Put it in the floorboards?
have your sister put it under her mattress or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
let's get some accessories in
No,
the
I'm
crime
just
as well,
saying, like,
Dylan.
they don't have 10 grand in cash with like right next to the
What were you
fentanyl.
doing? What,
You know what I mean?
What if you went and saw your sister on Saturday like you did, and then she found out that you were stuffing drug money in her mattress? Like, wouldn't you feel a little guilty
Like
there?
hollow out a bedpost or something and put it in. I don't know. I just
That's
don't.
not an option.
I'm just saying. Like,
It's a
don't.
lot of work.
Just
Put
don't
it in the
keep
walls.
Don't keep it next to the.
Not everyone has a
16
wife.
pounds of
Not everyone has a
cocaine.
wife who will just clean money for them, like Walter White over here. Like,
Yeah, car wash is the likely.
Yeah.
How much does cocaine cost? Like for a gram?
no,
Oh,
fucking
okay.
You were asking three of the most wrong people in the world.
Yeah, do you really think you're gonna get the right answer?
How much does a
here?
pound of marijuana cost?
I have no clue.
No one's buying pounds.
Dylan,
Dylan,
if I went to a-
13
if I went to a
pounds.
drug dealer
Can I
right
say-
now and
can I-
asked him for like a small amount of weed, he could be like, "That's $500," and I'd be like, "Man, that seems like a lot, but here you go."
I just want to point out, 13 pounds doesn't sound like a ton to have.
It
Oh,
is-
it
I
is.
feel
like-
It is.
If you're a distributor, though,
Is weed kind of on the outs though? They're like, yeah, we have.
I'm
it.
wondering if
Yeah.
the
value.
ability to get it from your buddy in
Pound.
Colorado is really kind of impeded on there.
But I do think that
Yeah.
you can get weed illegally from a drug dealer for way cheaper than you get it at a dispensary.
Got it. Okay, so there's still a market.
Because now that it's legal in Michigan, I asked somebody, I was like, so like, are just weed dealers not a thing up here anymore? Like, what's the deal? And they're like, actually, no, you can get it cheaper, but like, if you just want to do it right and easy, then you might as well just
Yeah,
go
it's
to
like
the
going to
dispensary.
7-Eleven. I'm gonna give me a pen and some gummies.
Still don't know if they sell weed and pens and gummies at 7-Eleven.
When they do,
Yeah.
buy all the 7-Eleven stock because not only can you then get underage booze, you can get legal weed. Shouts to the one on Philo Street.
What's wrong? What's going on right now?
I don't know.
Why is
I'm
this so hard to Google?
implicating my bodega.
What are you Googling? How much?
I said, how much is I said street value a pound of marijuana. It's
Doesn't
like
it depend on the city?
Well, yeah, but there's got to be like a ballpark. I just want a ballpark figure. I'm not trying to actually go out and buy one.
Supply and demand.
Isn't it like 40 a gram is pretty much standard?
How many
But
ounces
if you buy
are
in
in a
bulk,
pound?
though, the price goes down.
How many ounces are in a pound, Dylan?
16 ounces.
16. So, as of 2014, a pound of marijuana, if you were buying it street value in the state of Texas, would cost you around $5,300
Yeah.
in 2014.
Okay.
After the math that I just
Okay.
did here, I could be wrong. I'm not a big math guy.
Remember when Nate Newton got popped with like 50 pounds?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tough scene.
You made it out okay. I don't know if he ever did any time. He's like
Seems
back.
like he should. I mean,
That's a lot. I don't know.
good stuff, man.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, that's a takeaway here.
Try everything once, but the bad ones. Don't do those.
Don't do the real bad ones.
Instead of doing that, do maybe mix in some multivitamins.
Ooh.
Do you guys know what's in your multivitamins these days?
Were they caught? Will they pop with some multivitamins too, or is it
Dude,
just
sign me up. If I would say that I need a
bricks.
multivitamin plug, but I got one. It's Ritual, baby.
This is one plug I won't run off on.
Hey, sugars, GMOs, synthetic fillers, artificial colorants, not to mention animal byproducts like sheep's wool and gelatin from hooves and hides. All are ingredients you might find in a multivitamin, but Ritual isn't your typical multivitamin. Ritual's clean, vegan-friendly formula is made with key nutrients in forms that your body can actually use with no shady extras. They used to call Brett the shady extra.
Thank you for switching that up. I appreciate that.
I didn't. My brain is so used
No,
to
I get
just
it.
doing that to you that
I
it
get
just
it.
naturally went there, even though I
Yeah.
was thinking of Brett. Yeah. We've been taking these things. I truly enjoy it. If there's ever a time in my life when I've thought that I need to be taking a daily multivitamin, it's definitely during the pandemic when, I need to get my health the best. And the second I popped one of these things open and had that minty smell just hit me, I look forward to it every single time I do it. It's the new,
Quite enjoyable.
it's the new two-a-days.
Let's go.
Ritual is a multivitamin reimagined. It's formulated with key nutrients, vitamin D3, helps fill gaps in the diet. It's fresh tasting with the delayed release capsules that are designed to dissolve later in the less sensitive areas of your stomach so you can take them with or without food, which I have to say is big. I used to take vitamins before work and then I wouldn't eat something. I'd come in, I have a little tummy ache all morning.
Oh,
Not with Ritual. Absolutely not. They're available for men, women, teens. Ritual vitamins are scientifically developed to support different stages of life. These things are just great. You deserve to know what's in your multivitamin. That's why Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/circlingback to start your ritual today. Brett,
Hey.
let's talk some breaking news real quick.
Oh, thank you, Will. I got a couple things for you. One, real quick, just this is in light of the other two. What is it? Las Vegas County, California? Was that what we were talking
Vegas
about?
County.
Nevada County.
Nevada County, California. The site of the Donner Party. Remember that? You ever hear about the Donner Party?
As in Donner and Blitzen, like the
I thought
reindeer?
you were saying
No, no,
Downer
no.
Party. I was like, that's where
Nope.
we all just took
Not one of the
edibles and fell
reindeer.
asleep.
That's
Oh
a
for 3
terrible
from
party.
the three of you. It's the ill-fated expedition where people were up in the mountains. They ate each other. You remember that, Dave?
Whoa.
It was in like the
It's kinky.
1800s.
Oh.
Yeah, they were trying to survive, and they just
Why'd
started
they do
eating-
that?
They
Okay,
started
different
eating each other. They were trying to get somewhere, and they got caught in the winter.
They didn't have any like Pop Tarts on them or
No,
anything?
they got caught in Nevada County, California.
Interesting.
Donner Lake is.
And they started
right
catching bodies. You know what
Damn.
I'm saying,
by-
Dave?
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're eating it. Cannibalism.
I'll catch your body, bitch.
Come on, man.
Dylan,
Did anybody survive?
yeah, 40 something of the 80 something.
Oh, that's quite the expedition.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, I'll take the AC Slater news, please.
yeah. Randy, could you help me out here? Mario Lopez is starring in a Lifetime movie playing Colonel Sanders called A Recipe for Seduction.
Man,
He's a hunk. Why? What's going on? Why is he doing this?
It truly
He plays Colonel Sanders.
truly hard to say.
Like a
What
young,
the
a young
absolute
hot,
fuck is this?
a young hot Colonel Sanders.
Oh,
This
it's,
is-
it's good to see that Lifetime also gave them the premiere spot for their premiere, noon on December 13th. That's always when you want your movie to drop.
I didn't know Colonel
Dude,
Sanders
it's Lifetime.
spent so much time in the gym.
Hey, we all have our secrets. His just happens to be a recipe for seduction.
Ooh, seduction.
According to
I like
TVLine.com,
seduction.
it appears this is going to be a long commercial.
Okay. Good. I actually have
mini movie.
I shouldn't have any respect for Mario Lopez after the abomination that was the Saved by the Bell reboot that I made it 10 minutes into.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so bad. Dave and I were thinking about doing like a one-off Patreon episode where we talked about the Saved by the Bell reboot. After watching for 10 minutes, I just was like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. This is a complete waste of time.
Presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken, of course.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to give her the 12th herb and spice?
What's that?
You mean like his penis? What do you mean?
Well, you know, they say that there's 11 herbs and spices in KFC's chicken formula.
Yeah, no, I get
He
the
is going to
joke.
give her the 12th.
Right, I know, I got it.
Sure.
The
implication-
12th being whatever you want it to be.
his penis is like I said.
Well, it says he has a recipe for seduction. Just
Seduction.
curious, what's in? Is it proprietary? Can I go get that off allrecipes.com right now?
A seduction, if it goes well, usually culminates in penis comes out at some point. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Do you think?
Pen 15 is the 12th.
Culmination.
Do
No
you think
seasoning.
Big Fried Chicken? I'm thinking the KFCs of the world.
Uh-huh.
You think they have something out for the air fryer industry, or are they in support because all fry like a rising oil lifts all,
What?
like rising tide lifts all ships type of thing?
Rising oil because
Oh,
of
I
frying.
just,
I
I
was
just
trying to
understood
make
the oil.
yeah.
Done something here.
Do you think they're going to start air frying at KFC?
Yeah. Or do you think they're like, fuck, these people are going to air fry at home and it's almost as good as what we do
No,
in
because
store?
It's a beating.
As much as I like the stuff out of our air fryer, it doesn't compare to the stuff.
There
that
will
you get.
always be people who prefer just going and picking up food as opposed to cooking it.
Yeah.
Always.
The whole effort thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, like you got to clean up the air fryer afterwards. It's kind of a whole deal. It's a total
Really?
scene.
I thought it was like that was the thing about it. You would throw like a piece
It's-
of tin foil down and you're good.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
You could just go down to KFC. I haven't had KFC in like a decade. Never been a KFC guy.
The only fried
I've never
chicken we
it,
had
so-
available to us in northern Michigan was KFC, and so KFC was something that we ate.
Did you do the original recipe?
Not sure. I have no clue actually. The time in my life that I remember eating it the most was when they came out with the bowl that had like the mashed potatoes, a bunch of chicken in it, corn,
Smokable.
cheese. It was dope. No, there was no smoked chicken.
has
in there.
nothing to do
It was
with
fried
this.
chicken, not smoked.
I buy it by the pound.
Dude, we get it. Dude, were you a part of this drug bust?
$5,300.
Are you the plug?
I'm still here. I didn't get arrested. What do you think, bitch?
Weird. You should probably delete this.
What was the bail?
I want to make a joke, but it's got spoilers in it, so I can't.
Damn, dude. Spoil it, dude.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
Not gonna do it. You
Dave-
guys have done a very good job of not spoiling Game of Thrones for me, so I appreciate that. I'm not gonna spoil other stuff for other people.
There's that wedding. Dave, you familiar with Hood County?
Crack my back. Am I? Yeah.
Dylan, you familiar with Hood County?
No, but I was raised in the hood.
Okay.
Okay, you're from Austin.
That's a neighborhood.
Didn't you
from
drive a
Austin.
Camaro?
A neighborhood in Austin. There's a Corvette, bitch.
There was a 28-year-old man is now deceased, Dave, at the hands of what appears to be a mountain lion.
Mountain lion with hands.
Wait, where's Hood?
The claws.
Southwest Fort Worth. South of Mineral Wells. Lake Granbury area.
I've driven through there many a time.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit off 281.
Yeah. That's how I go to Wichita Falls.
Mm-hmm. You go through Hyco?
No, I go through Mineral Wells, though.
Hyco is where they say Billy the Kid's buried. I don't think it's true. So.
Unfortunately, Chris Whiteley is now buried there.
Okay.
He went missing on Thursday, or excuse me, he went missing on Wednesday in the early morning hours, and so they went searching for him on Thursday. They found him dead in a nearby wooded area, and then the preliminary results from an autopsy determined that he died from a wild animal attack,
Give us your theory.
possibly a mountain lion. Now,
You think it was a squatch?
I think this is the first confirmed Sasquatch killing in North America.
Well, it's not confirmed.
What's your evidence?
None as of right now. I
Okay.
just have a hunch, Dave. And if we've seen hunches are hot in
Sa-
the streets these days.
Hey, Brett, Sasquatch believers, question.
Yeah.
What's your theory about why we don't have, like, skeletons? You think they're, like, intelligent enough to bury their shit or whatever? Like, what do you think?
I think there's partially a
Skeletons, not their actual shit, Will.
You think
Some people do
So you
that.
think a dead Sasquatch is gonna bury his bones?
No, his friend.
his
Sasquatch
boys
friends.
are going to come
Squad.
do the thing.
They do like a whole funeral thing.
Oh.
Yeah, they put him in like a big Yeti coffin.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
It works.
That's good.
I subscribe to the same thing. Like, I've never seen like a bear skeleton, right? You don't come across like apex predator skeletons. You don't
Well,
come across.
Yeah, but
They're
they just
there.
don't make the news.
Yeah.
You know,
fair.
like we found a brown. Yeah, oh, cool. Or a ton of brown bears who pass away. We know about those already.
Yeah.
But if we found a Sasquatch skeleton, that would be huge fucking news.
Yeah. It would break the case wide open.
That's what's,
It would be the Kraken.
I'm just wondering we need Randy Travis in here.
The wood ape is what you're saying, did
Yeah.
this. So the Texas Wildlife, Parks and Wildlife Commission or whatever, they have said, no, it's not a mountain lion.
There we go.
Tarrant County coroner, they had two coroners look at it, and I think they both concluded mountain lion. It was a wild animal
Two
of
corners,
some
like
sort.
like Jalen Ramsey. What do you mean?
Coroner.
Oh, I thought you meant corner.
Yeah, they had Jalen look at it. He just locked it down.
They put him on.
They put it on his
Jalen.
island.
Hood County Sheriff Roger Deed. That's what a Hood County.
Dickie
sheriff
Deeds?
Hey, Raj Deed. I think that's Dave's food.
Oh, that's my food.
He advised residents not to interfere with the process of locating the animal. Sounds like back in the day that they would enlist the help of the community. Now they're like,
No, but you don't
got
want
this.
You don't want people out there going through the woods trying to find a deadly animal that's already killed one person.
Dave,
That's
you
what-
timed that food so well. I'm really
they
proud
want
of
you
you.
to think, Will.
Actually,
I'm just
2 minutes
saying,
early.
I'm just saying.
You know, this is like a week after they've confirmed the one in Dallas County
Mountain
on the
lion.
Rowlett, T-Man's area.
Yeah.
They saw it on a game cam. Like, yeah, it's a mountain lion. And that's, I don't know what the distance is, 100, 150 miles.
Yeah, the mountain
Good
lions
county
they've always been a Texas thing. Though it's not like new to the area, right?
North Texas, there hasn't been one confirmed in many, many years.
Okay.
A lot of people don't think that they exist at all out there, but they do. Those people are fucking wrong.
Also, back to my
Sorry.
burying bones thing. Like,
Okay.
That wouldn't hide anything. We could just dig them up. I mean, we do that with other animals all the time.
Yeah.
Like fossils.
Parks could have explained that to us. Like
Yeah.
he's super into that shit.
I'm just wondering where the hell the bones are.
I am too, Dylan. I am too.
Because I'm out here digging up bones and I don't see them.
You got a point. I don't.
I don't really dig
I
up
want
bones.
to believe it more than I think I do.
It would be
but
exciting.
But
I can't wait for y'all to watch the last 30 minutes of Phenomenon.
I'm
The
excited.
Phenomenon.
I'm excited.
Man, the part about where they were basically doing research on the nuclear weapon facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's wild. Just wait till you get to Zimbabwe. That's all I'm going to
Looks
say.
like I have
Oh.
to start watching Phenomenon. Huh?
One friend of the program, Za, at Barstool Sports, was he was at the school.
Are you serious?
I swear. Yeah, he tells the same. He tells the story. He was one of the kids at the school.
Okay, don't spoil it for
You're
Dylan.
fucking kidding.
Dylan doesn't know
No.
the story.
Yeah, nothing more. Nothing more.
Don't spoil it for these guys.
Can we get him on the pod?
I can get him. I don't know if he'll come on the pod, but I can certainly touch
Oh
him.
yeah.
Dude,
Guess it-
that
Conflict
is
of interest.
Yeah.
woo,
Sheesh.
great ending. Good breaking news.
Thank you.
Dave's pumped up right now.
Yeah. Brett finally delivered on the
Dude, when
breaking
you
news.
see this, you're going to...
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm telling you.
What's it on for the people out there? I'm asking for me.
Amazon.
Okay.
Prime.
Cool.
You can rent it. You don't have to purchase it
Okay.
forever.
That's good to know. Well, all right, guys.
I had fun.
I had fun as well.
That was a good episode, man.
We'll be back Wednesday with our double feature. Free episode in the morning, Bachelorette in the afternoon.
Let's go.
And it sounds like we're going to do a nice little triple feature with the
Is you shitting
Happy
me?
Hour Live on Wednesday night. So if you guys want to start sending in your tree photos, send them wherever. Maybe, I don't even know the best way to do this. There's going to be a fuck ton of tree photos. I'll put it that way.
Just DM them to one of the accounts. I will run through and see what we got. Also, Christmas villages, if you got them.
You're only gonna pick like the
Not
best
too
of
hot
the
on-
best,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, why don't you
Well,
calm
I'll-
down?
I'll
for
We don't
the-
need too many Christmas villages.
We'll do like the 12 to 15 best of the best, and then we'll throw in the clearly worst of the worst, just for some comedic
We'll even
relief.
rate your nativity scene.
Yeah.
Is it nativity scene or nativity scene?
I don't know.
Okay, just wondering.
On a scale of like Nate Robinson, who got bodied, to a more successful Nate.
I thought you were going to tie that to
Who's the most successful Nate?
I don't know.
It might be him.
Nate Dogg. Rest in peace.
Nate Dogg.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Shouts.
Yeah, that's all I got. Nate.
Yeah. Not many Nates out there,
No.
it turns out.
Does this count
Good name,
Nathan's
good
too?
name.
No, just Nates. I don't have time for Nathan's. Nathan's
Yeah,
hot dogs
yeah,
are
you
good.
do.
Okay.
You probably got plenty of time for Nathan.
It's a glizzy joke, Will. Let's get out of here. It's time to go.
Shall we go?
Bye.